So today on Shnerdcast.
That is how we should sync it.
What?
With a big ass hit blown in the mic. Just hella smoke.
It sound like this.
No, you don't. From this far away, it wouldn't be like that. It'd be like, you know.
What'd you guys think of the Avengers
It
trailer?
might not pick up actually.
The trailers. I'm curious about that. I wanted to talk about that earlier.
So yeah, the Avengers trailer, it looked pretty dope. I think there's a so just trailer wise, I'm not gonna say my theories yet, but it looked pretty cool. It feels like it's just showing all the things from the same other two trailers. It's just supposed to be like the first 10-20 minutes of the movie, so it's all pretty much generally the same thing.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
What about you guys? What do you guys?
I think that scene where you see the three big ones all standing together. You see the back of them now. You don't really see them together. I think that's going to be interesting to see. If I even see it at this point. I have to, right?
You have to.
We have to. We've invested like fucking
so much time.
I didn't see Captain Marvel yet though.
You might have done yourself a favor.
Yeah.
Did it have anything that's really relevant to the story?
No.
Okay, so
it really didn't.
It's a filler. It's a filler.
It's just to let you know who she is.
She made a lot of money.
The execution I felt wasn't really good.
It's one of the best selling, right? It made $1 billion.
Did it?
Yeah, it made $1 billion.
What about you, Josh? What do you think of Captain Marvel? Did you like?
I watched the two shitty ones twice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you invested that much time.
I did. I tried twice, and even when Ben talked about it and reviewed it the last time, I was like, I missed a whole bunch of stuff. But I think it was just because
weren't paying much attention, or
not attention grabbing for me at
first.
It
was not interesting.
And what's weird is it had so much
point.
space.
It
had so much space involvement in it, you know, where it was like it could have been really good and it would have been perfect
made it feel
for
empty.
me. Yeah. But like it was I didn't enjoy it. Like
the
every time I
environment.
turned it on. Yeah, I didn't like the writing for it.
Too much.
She was a good actor. I mean wait. Galaxies.
How good of an actor are we talking? Like, was she have like really big range with emotions? Or
she's okay.
I feel the way they wrote her, like her character.
Just like she's a good actor. Okay, so
really corny.
Her writing.
Yeah.
Her writing and dialogue.
What I hated was she has memories in the very beginning of the Kree or whatever, or of like growing up and people.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna be like that. I thought about it. Wait.
Oh.
Because Josh passed it to me. So.
Oh, man.
I was like, let Ben get it. I'm just going to pass it right back. Me and Josh are just doing this. You don't even realize it. Josh was like,
oh, yeah.
No.
I gotta go. Emergency.
But she gets memories of the Kree and everything, and she, not the Kree, her home of growing up and being in Earth and stuff. But then later on, when she does meet the people on Earth, she's just like, I'm Kree. I'm Kree for life. I don't care about what you feel like.
Kree for life.
And it was just so. That's towards the end.
She just doesn't care about the humans.
Totally towards like the very end when she realizes she's human. It's like a total 180. She was like, "Fuck all the Kree. I'll fucking blast them all." Because they found out they were doing
She doesn't
like
know.
mind control on her. Pretty much.
Wait.
It was mind control.
She doesn't know she's a human. That's a pretty big thing to leave out when you told me about the movie, man.
The whole movie, she kept on having flashbacks, and then.
Don't the Kree look hella different? They have different colors.
What's the other one? What's the one that Ronin? The
blue one.
Yeah.
Where they cover their skin in blue and black shit.
It's the Kree.
The Warriors. They're like the Warriors. Right?
The Skrull and the Kree or something like that. Right?
Well, the Skrull.
Yeah, Skrull and the Kree, because Super Skrull is
from
the same thing, but he's more involved with Fantastic Four. He has all the Fantastic Four's powers. That's where, like, you remember how he stretches his hands, the hands turn into rocks
and fire,
and he turns fire. Then he
comets and meteors.
And he has a suit too. He has a suit just like them.
Yeah, he does because he's all their powers. Yeah.
I wish they would.
He's
do
basically
something
Doctor
with
Doom in that one movie.
I really wish they would do something with that.
Not Doctor Doom.
Fantastic Four. I've always liked the idea of the Fantastic Four.
Who has all the powers at once?
The new Fantastic Four. Have you seen that one? The more recent one with Miles Teller or whatever.
Which one?
With Michael B. Jordan as Johnny.
Yeah.
I did not like it. I rewatched it and was like, dude, they started out strong and then it really fell off at the end.
That movie had barely any superpowers in it.
It had barely.
It was like a superhero. It was like so much drama and like barely any superhero stuff. It was not good. That's what I remember from it.
Are we going live right now?
Oh, he's just getting a little clippy clip or something.
I thought we were live. I was like,
Yeah, dude.
So this is the Forbidden Cherry.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It's a mixture. Oh, you see how it burns and those ashes are white? So you know it's real.
I like. Yeah. I like.
Just opening it.
We're just passing it back.
I didn't even
like
realize
how-
that time.
I'm making sure if I'm paying attention now that you said that.
Do you think we're gonna ever get a Hulk movie again?
No.
No.
Unless
I
we
bet.
get a younger Hulk. Maybe the young guy.
What about what? I don't know if that's the real name. The Earthbreaker Hulk. What's it called? I don't think it's
Worldbreaker?
Earthbreaker. I think
It's World Breaker, right? Well,
I can't look
is
right
it
now.
World Breaker or Earthbreaker?
You can look at the fact right here on the screen.
Fuck, I can't remember
It'll
it.
be right here.
Man. It might be Earthbreaker or like.
I'll look it up after this, but
Planet
it'll pop
Breaker.
up in the video.
But yeah, I would like to see another Hulk movie.
Too. I wish they would do more with him because he's so underused, especially Mark Ruffalo's version. They
I
barely
love
tapped
Mark
him.
Ruffalo as the Hulk.
But
by
maybe
the
that's
way,
what
so
makes
that's
it good
what-
is because we only get a little bit.
That's true. That's true. Maybe that's where they went wrong with like Ant-Man and Captain Marvel. If maybe we would have only gotten a little bit, maybe it would have been dope.
What made
Like
me
Black
mad
Widow?
too? Well, Black Widow, she's gonna get her own too. I
She
think.
hasn't
They've
got
been
much, though.
rumored
Yeah,
that for years.
No, it's
for
not gonna.
years. I hope not. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to
Scarlett
see it.
Johansson.
She's
She
just
doesn't
not.
have
The
superpowers.
character's just not strong enough. I love the character as a side character. She's just not.
Well, I think she's strong enough
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
not.
sense that she's a superhero, but she's not a visual and entertaining
Remember-
enough character to be like a whole movie.
Yeah.
But then again, people did watch Ghost in the Shell, and I was like, "Fuck that."
Well,
I
that
watched it.
kind of different.
I
Though.
watched
That
it.
wasn't Marvel or anything.
Still,
she's
it's
a-
still
she's a-
like
she's a
I can
cyborg
see where
and
Will's
everything.
coming. I see where
Scarlett
Will's
Johansson's
coming
acting
from, though.
is.
The same in everything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
She was dope in that one movie though. What was it called?
She was good
Lucy
in Avengers. I
or
thought she was good in
She was like
Avengers.
the
the god,
AI
basically.
thing.
Yeah.
I think she
Let's
actually
talk about AI, guys.
is a really. She's actually really
deep
deep character considering.
Sorry, Dan.
They did do a lot of backstory with her in Avengers, though. To be fair,
I like.
they talk about
I
the
like
Red
her character
Room
in
and
it.
all that crazy
I
shit
like
with
her.
her.
I
Right?
like her.
That was
character.
Winter Soldier, right?
Well, it's one of the
When
it's
she
one
was
of the
a
Marvel
hitman.
movies.
Yeah, when they kind of introduced her like origin.
Yeah, she's like she comes from a hitman family or a orphanage that
why,
trains hitmen.
Why is she having the fucking heel of death? She's always fucking kicking people with her hair, just like heel, just like
She's-
bam.
Because they're like, look, Scarlett, we just paid you a lot of money. You gotta do some stretching.
They're like getting punched
it's
by
all
Mike
right.
Tyson times
Get her
12.
that money.
And the leather outfit too. I'm good. Yeah, I'm done.
I'm two sickles.
Yeah, the tobacco's getting me
Oh,
a little
oh.
bit too much. I don't want the head
That's
brush.
dope. The video stopped right then and there. it cut off right after that.
Good, because it's twisted.
The blunt
my neck.
timing
Even
was
the video, even the camera was high.
Even the camera's like,
Too
I
much
can't do
smoke
it.
going at it.
I can't.
I like
That tangent was strong.
Do you think that after we see an Endgame that we're gonna see the comic book world die down? I mean the movies.
Marvels.
Yeah, the Marvel. Or are we gonna see?
We're gonna see a new origin story.
Or are we gonna see a beginning of a new Avengers? Or
No, a new origin story of another character. I mean,
They
yeah.
probably will. I mean,
Well,
they
they have a
have.
Phase 4
They
design.
just did Captain-
They have a Phase 4 design.
Remember this: Black
farther
Panther,
than that.
Spider-Man, and whatchamacallit,
Got zapped.
Guardians of the Galaxy have one more movie, and you have to remember in Guardians 2 they introduced Adam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Sorta.
they're probably gonna
They're gonna do Adam
extend.
Warlock.
He's
They're
still in
gonna
an
extend
egg.
those
They don't really
roots, you know
show
what I mean?
anyone or anything.
They're gonna grow from there. They're
I
gonna
think
try
they're
to-
waiting to involve Adam Warlock when
I
they
hope
get
so.
to take on the X-Men.
Well, if they have the rights, I would love to see.
Guardians versus the X-Men?
Because Adam Warlock is from fucking...
So
Yeah, but
I got a quick question for you guys. What do you
What's
if they introduce a Wolverine for X-23? Would you guys be
Oh.
mad
she
if
better
there
not
wasn't
be
a
a kid.
Wolverine?
A new one, you said? Like
If
an
there
actor?
wasn't a Wolverine, if there was just an X-23.
That's fine.
Oh, you mean
Just
like
don't make
the-
her a kid.
You mean no origin?
Yeah,
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 like
not a
no
kid. She'll
kid.
be like
No
at least
origin.
like a
Teenager.
like a 20-year-old
Like a-
or something.
Yeah,
Even a
it-
teenager would be acceptable.
If-
I
Because
would
I
want
got
her
a
to be a
kid.
teenager.
Two
'cause then it-
things: the writing and the
Yeah, okay.
actor
Yeah,
would
just
have to be
do some
good. The
hormonal
actress
stuff.
would have to be really good.
Teenager?
No, the actress playing X-23, if they involve her, would have to be. I want to see
she'd have to
something we
have
haven't
some
seen.
fucking city spunk to her.
I'm thinking like
I'm talking about heels earlier. She's gonna be doing some crazy heel shit where she's spiking people with the swords through the heels.
It'd be like
yeah, right.
because she does do. We just saw
I'd
that
like to see a
earlier.
rated R Avengers.
Remember Captain?
Yeah.
The game we
That
were
would
just
be
playing has her.
sick.
Walt Disney owns it, so don't let her have that, sadly.
Yeah, that's why we may never see a Sony. That right there is alone why we may never see a fucking Venom and Spider-Man movie.
And it makes more sense to have a wider audience to see it.
It only crushes everything I ever wanted out of Spider-Man.
I'm not gonna lie, that was annoying when I went to see the Infinity War, and there's a kid crying, like a 5-year-old kid, like uncomfortable, howling around. And
I would have been like, hey, get your fucking piece of shit out of
here.
You went too far, dude.
Dude, I don't have that luck with
it's boxed
theaters.
in here, nice. You can tell when you look that way.
I have an issue on planes with kids crying all the time. Every time I've ever been on a plane, there is a baby crying, and I'm like, God damn my lower class.
I would start whistling.
You seen that video where
I'm like, you can't say I can't. That baby's louder than.
There's a video of a baby crying for like a 10-hour flight. Yeah.
Why did they take a baby on a 10-hour flight?
See,
in that
situation, I couldn't be high. I'd be like, I'm gonna fucking run off this plane. I need to go.
Run off this plane.
Like in the bathroom.
It's a boat or something.
Mello, stop.
You ever been on like a big ass boat though?
A really big boat?
Yeah.
I've only been on like a small, like.
What are we talking about?
6-person boat. I've seen like a 6-person. I've been on a 6-person boat.
We can get back on to the track of Avengers, maybe.
But let's talk about boats a little bit more. Boats and hoes, though. Let's
okay. Boats and hoes, damn straight.
No,
I just want to get that out of my
like
system.
it.
What about characters we'd like to see more? Like do more.
Okay, how about
we never talked about that, right?
Yeah, we could.
Squirrel Girl.
There you go.
She's not established.
Squirrel Girl.
Even the dog's like, fuck that.
Give me an example of like who do you want to see more of in the like a come to life, like a comic book character.
No. Just like involve certain characters that are not normally involved too much. Like Falcon, he's not really like a main anything. He's like kind of a side character. Just like War Machine. Even dude, it would be really nice to see like War Machine take over Iron Man's role.
That'd be tight.
That's supposed to happen, and I'd also like to see Winter Soldier take over Captain America.
I'm feeling like Don Cheadle isn't gonna be War Machine much longer.
Nah, probably not.
He thinks not. If
not enough to carry him.
If what's his name's going, he's gonna go to it.
What do you think of like at least a 2-part?
I think he's a good enough actor to be like a lead. Though.
No, I don't think he has long enough to carry him, like carry that role.
Yeah,
like what you're saying, like he may be around for 1 or 2 movies, but we want a
War Machine was always a cool character. Though,
yeah, he was dope.
What do you guys think of a like miniseries, like at least like a 2-hour, like, maybe not even Netflix, it's like a 2-hour movie.
That's too short. It's gonna be like a whole like.
Because you're not gonna like a 2-hour like this mini like.
That's a way to do an origin story though. That's the best way to do an origin. Is like
you're not gonna get
a miniseries.
You're not gonna get a full-blown movie of like.
Yeah, I'd much prefer like a fucking Punisher or Daredevil kind of thing. That's expensive too.
Well, what I'm talking about because
it's even shorter than that.
Would that be a good way to like show what like more characters and what you want to see?
That would be a way to do it. Yeah. I was just thinking give them more screen time in more movies. Like in upcoming movies, maybe let's see some more stuff with like the Hulk, like we were just talking about. Mark Ruffalo, he's played some roles, but it's mostly been Iron Man and Thor and like Captain America saving the day. Not Hulk so much, even though he's the mightiest Avenger.
Yeah.
Right?
It's probably because
the dumbest.
What about Ultron coming back?
I would love that, dude.
I'd love that too because I like that character a lot. I love that character.
It's really hard to actually erase. They kind of made it seem simple, but no.
I feel like somebody saved something from him.
He's on the internet. He backed himself up on the cloud, bro.
Something, or
Come on.
somebody
There's
has
an Easter egg in one of the.
Come on.
He learned the whole internet, dude.
Yeah.
He backed himself up.
That's
Come on.
something else. I was thinking of something else.
He's like Brainiac. You can't delete him.
Dude, yeah. That's why I said
he'll encrypt himself in a file.
There's got to be like a fragmented piece of like something somewhere with his data on it.
I think we talked about it. It was where we what if Ultron came back as Vision?
Oh, speaking of which, he brought up Quicksilver. I think there were photos of him on set.
Yeah, he's supposed to come back.
Yeah, but like people are saying it's a flashback. That's what the rumor is. It's a flashback.
I think
from
they're-
Scarlet Witch. She's
That's what I think,
or from whoever's alive.
What if they change the timeline?
I think that's what they're doing. I think that's what they're involved time travel. I think that's what we see when he saw Tony
In the
Stark.
beginning of the movie,
And he
they
said he
figure out a
looked
way to
hella
change
old.
it, everything.
Yeah.
He said you know how Josh said he looked hella
He's from a
old.
different timeline.
Yeah, and he's like, "Do you trust me?" Yeah, I trust you, because he was dressed in the full-blown Captain America outfit.
Yeah.
And the last time he was really dressed like that was like Avengers 2 or
Yeah.
Winter Soldier or Civil War, you know?
Yeah, he's wearing like all like body armor.
We're about
and
to see
Infinity
the Flash
War, right?
come back to Batman, like in Batman.
Also-
Don't compare it to that.
Also,
Come on.
characters coming back too is I think his name like Dry Bones or whatever, the dude from
The guy that's hella burned up and shit.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Civil War.
Crossbones.
Crossbones,
yeah.
there you go. The ancient one from Doctor Strange, she's gonna be in it for sure. And,
Yeah, they're definitely changing the timeline then. This
Yeah.
is what you're saying right now is
and
just
then
making
you guys
more.
said Quicksilver, he's gonna be in it too.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
remember, this is 3 hours long too.
That's scary, dude. I hope they don't bring.
And then there's
Everybody.
rumors saying that the first like half hour, 20 minutes is going to be what we've seen in these trailers that we just watched, and they fight Thanos, and people are thinking that they defeat them, and after they defeat Thanos, they're like, okay, now what
Let's
do we
reverse
do?
time.
Well, they're like, well, what do we do now? Because they're not going to know how to use the time stone, but the dude who works with Doctor Strange is confirmed to be in it too, so maybe he could help them. Yeah. I don't know if he knows how to use the time stone.
He
but
was a
might.
joke character, but now he's actually like a real character.
He is
They'll
confirmed to
figure
be in
it
it,
out.
though.
They'll
Yeah.
figure out how to use it.
Yeah.
They'll figure. I mean, Tony Stark already wanted to play with the stones.
Mhm.
Remember, and they were like,
It's too dangerous.
"Yeah, it's too dangerous, Iron Man. You're a foolish genius."
And who better else than Tony Stark and Bruce Banner to work with on the time stone?
But true. What if they make a new Ultron out of the time stone? I'm just kidding.
And he just reverse back in time and just kills everybody.
Strange bot.
Yeah, he's just a strange bot. Nah, dude, I don't know, dude. That movie is gonna be 3 fucking hours long.
You guys ready for that?
I'm not gonna watch that in theaters.
I'm gonna watch it.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need several piss breaks.
I was about to say I'm about to just bring it back and just.
You get kicked out, dude.
I don't know. It's hella
Dude,
dark.
yeah,
in there.
dude, it's dark. He'll put the
People
bladder
are
You ever
in
heard
your
of the
hand,
catheter?
Yeah.
That is not what you were just describing.
Nah, dude.
That's completely different. You have to put something inside
Nah,
of
dude.
yourself.
He'll strap it to
Ow.
his leg. He'll strap the bladder to his leg, and he'll put his dick in a big straw, not a little one.
That's not a catheter.
Just
And
get
then
really
he'll
big
tape it up.
balloons.
And then,
Sure,
and then he'll just sit there, and when everybody's like, "This movie's intense," he's like, "Yeah, it is." He's
I'm like, wow, you're so into it.
yeah, you're like, dude, hold on, I'm kind of hard, dude, hold on. Hell yeah.
What?
Hell yeah.
Like that moment right there definitely makes something out of that. Because that Josh took us down a road and then turned the fucking tables on us, dude. You fucker.
You fucker.
Nah, dude, that movie's gonna be 3 hours long. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's like
too far.
That's a big breath.
Maybe
of
they should
air.
just make like 2 1.5-hour movies.
They
They already pretty much are
they,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they basically have.
with the Infinity.
I mean, if it's 3.5 hours or whatever you're saying, it's gonna be the ending.
No, it's like 3 and
this movie is
That's gonna be
getting
the ending
so
of this
much hype.
saga.
It's getting so much hype that people are gonna do it, dude. They're gonna sit 3.5 hours to watch it. It's so popular right now.
Well, that's-
Marvel. On.
I'm just
if
saying they're
got-
gonna wrap everything up in 3.5 hours if they're gonna do that. I think.
Yeah, but
So there's not gonna be any more Thanos after this. I don't think. This
No.
is gonna be the last one with Thanos.
they're like you said. You saw the credit scenes with Josh Brolin and Brie Larson.
3 hours and 2 minutes.
You mean Red RoboCop?
The
Mellow
hell was that?
motorcycle.
Did you guys hear that? No? It's a ghost.
Backfire.
It's a
Backfired.
ghost. Ghost.
About to be a ghost.
You guys remember when Dan went out to smoke a cigarette and came sat down and we started recording and he was like, I want to smoke a cigarette.
Like 5 times. He did it like 5 times, dude.
Oh my god.
Wait.
dude.
We're recording right now?
Yeah.
Let's call this the Talk Shit About Dan Hour.
He's just forever spilling beer on my carpet, guys. It doesn't
It was
matter.
his phone, not
I
a
could have
beer.
a minx carpet. He'll
Minx.
knock over a beer.
Mink?
I don't know. I just was making shit up.
It's Mink.
I drank the whole thing. Don't worry.
Gonzo.
How to Train Your Dogs with Josh.
To be
Feed
fair,
them.
it's not a dog.
Feed them.
It's not a dog, it's a human being. He keeps us a gimp. No, I'm just-
He's currently gagged, that's why he's not talking back.
Yep. I have him in that same
He
suit.
can only go.
I have him in a gimp suit.
You guys
And a
ever
ball
seen
gag.
Yeah.
Mr. Pickles on?
Yes, dude,
Adult
the
Swim?
dog. Yeah,
Oh my god.
that shit is brutal. It's like super gel, but with the dog.
The dog has a gimp in fucking hell.
I have
And...
not seen this.
You haven't
Dude,
seen
you've
it?
never seen
Oh,
Mr.
dude.
Pig.
I don't watch
Oh.
TV.
We gotta
I
show
never
it
watched
after
TV.
this.
Is it? It's on TV. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's
it's
Adult
Adult
Swim.
Swim.
Yeah. So good, dude. It's a dog that's a demon.
I don't know.
and
Ben
he
likes that
kills-
one show
and he
with the
kills
doctors.
Everybody. Kills everybody.
What's
dude.
that one? Children's
Brutal.
Hospital or whatever, that weird show.
Oh, that show was
Talk about
weird.
Children's Hospital.
And then the one with John C.
That shit
Riley
was
he really
whack.
liked.
Yeah.
That show
What
was
was that one show?
whack.
Dude, there was this one show called like The Dark Room. That was a British comedy. That was only.
Nah, dude. You know the worst
The
shit
dark
that
room
Ben
is on.
watched that I every
John
time
C.
I go
Riley.
to
What's
his
that one
house,
with John C.
and
Riley?
I'd be like,
Tim
why
and
are we
Eric.
Tim
watching
and
this?
Eric. Oh
No,
my
dude, what
God.
was that show that where the relocate?
shit.
No, not relocate.
Relocated?
No.
Where
That's
where's the
hilarious.
bag of the
Yeah,
face?
they have the
It's
mask
relocated.
over their face, and they're like
That shit
in
was
witness protection,
The
dude.
voice is always hella weird.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yes.
weird. It was stupid.
Dude, Ben would make me watch that when I'd go over there as kids, and I'd be
Make
like,
you.
dude, he would
make you. You're gonna fucking watch
No,
this.
dude.
That's
he'd-
exactly how it was.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, put the ball
He'd be
gag
like,
in.
I feel like watching this. Let's watch this. And I'd watch
He's
it.
like,
Be
try
like,
not to come.
No, I'd be like,
Whoa.
dude, I'm ready for bed, bro. That show
I'm
sucked.
after-
That show sucked. But when you put Adult Swim on, I'd be like, yeah.
What's a good adult show you guys remember?
Adult show?
Adult Swim
Swim.
show.
Oh.
Oh, there's so many. Birdman was one.
Yeah.
Love
Harvey
that one.
Birdman.
Yeah, Harvey Birdman.
Oh, C Lab was pretty good.
C-Lab, yeah.
Squidbillies.
21.
Adventure
Squid-
Brothers.
Adventure Bros.
Yeah, Adventure Bros.
Venture Bros. Oh,
Venture Bros.
Remember the anime one? That was hella stupid. It had the old man. He was like,
The Monarch. I just remember the Monarch.
dude, there was
know.
this one that was stupid anime. And it was like all cut out and stuff. And there's an old man with like this fucking girl with like a hella tiny skirt that showed her ass. And he was like, walk into my hand.
No.
He's like back
To be
into.
fair, that show had some really adult elements at
I've heard-
one point. A couple of them did.
What about you, Ben?
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, how did
Yeah.
we forget that one?
Really
That's
good
a good
one,
one,
yeah.
yeah.
There's so many.
There's-
Robot
there-
Chicken too.
Robot Chicken's a classic.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's
A.
true.
There's so many from them, dude.
Oh,
You
there
know
was-
what I want to see someone do?
What?
I want to see. This is an Adult Swim. This is Cartoon Network. I know, but I want to see. Oh, and I know what we can talk about. The side note: Batman versus Ninja Turtles thing. Anyways, I want to see Dexter's Laboratory remade darker, cartoon darker. I mean, the same thing, but a tad bit more like maybe he's older now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And more like
He's the kid from Toy Story. He
You guys
just
ever-
blows up the
Sid.
toys. Yeah, he's Sid now. Except he's developing like toys or shit that like
Dude, Dexter, that'd be a hard one to remake. I feel like
Dexter's
it's-
Lab.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah.
But so did you guys watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja
No, I
Turtles
haven't
versus
watched it.
I
Batman?
haven't seen it.
No, oh,
bad.
dude. I want to watch it hell.
Oh, you
bad.
haven't seen it?
I know I've seen it.
Oh,
I've
you have?
seen it. I want to watch the movie hell bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks hell. Here, I'll pull up pictures at least, and then we'll watch the trailer later.
What style is it in?
Just watch it now. Fuck it, we'll cut it out.
Alright. No.
Bathroom's cut off. I pissed too much. Ruined it. My only face.
I look like a friggin' bat to you?
I'm in. Fuck yeah.
They're in Gotham.
Is it a movie or a TV show?
Sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to hurt you like that. Fuck.
No,
Sorry.
Urban legend.
Damien?
These inmates were the deadliest criminals in all of Gotham. Let's move.
I like the new animation they got going on.
Looks really good.
It's like the old style mixed with like a darker new style. It's weird.
And Ninja Turtles.
Oh, hell yeah, you know they're gonna team up too. He's gonna be like, you guys are good, but not as good as me.
I like how they all look.
And he's gonna meet the rat and they're gonna be like even.
Scientifically accurate.
You know what I mean? Batman's gonna be like as good as the rat. He better be. Unless he might not be.
He'll be in it
For
probably, but
Ninja
for a little
Turtles.
bit. But probably for a
Like a
little
little
bit.
cameo.
See, like it comes to Blu-ray.
Yeah, because they don't do
It'll
it.
probably be on Hulu or
Dude,
one of those.
honestly,
Yeah.
DC
Yeah.
is great
Amazon.
with animated movies.
Oh,
They
dude, they're the
really
best. They're
That's-
the fucking best.
They
That's
really
what I was
are,
gonna
dude.
ask you guys. Do you guys think DC should just stick with animated movies and stop making movies.
It's not that they should stick with animated movies. They should try to make a blockbuster hit that's animated. They could totally do it. All they really need to do is actually like to use some budget. They make a lot of cheaper, like pretty good fucking animated movies, but they're usually not very long.
Yeah.
But they're usually pretty good, and it kind of makes me sad because it's like you watch these animated movies that are like really accurate and really like fit the theme of Batman or whatever it is usually.
Yeah.
The Flash, Flash ones are great. Like Josh brought it up earlier. Flashpoint Paradox was like a whole nother
that's
level.
A crazy good cartoon.
It's one of the best. One of the best
Was that
animated
on
movies.
Netflix or just?
No, that's one of the DC movies. One of the cartoon movies. It was straight. It was like a DVD. It was originally a DVD.
Also,
and
it's
then
brutal, man.
It's
The
some
cartoons are brutal.
streams.
I saw some of the clips on YouTube. It looked pretty crazy.
It's probably on Amazon, but you probably have
The
to rent it.
new Suicide Squad, remember that? It had like the fucking
Hell
bullet
to pay.
hole
Hell.
in the
Dude,
guy's head. That was so
spoiler
brutal.
alert and zoom.
Well, you could have not said that and it would have not been a spoiler.
Or,
You ruined
dude,
it.
I wanted to say it, but he fucking Zoom is trying to get a get out of jail free card, and I mean get out of hell free card,
Yeah.
and he got shot in the head, and he is continuously using his power to stay alive because he has a bullet hole in his head, and it's through and through. It's brutal, dude. Like it's
Just a whole.
What if they made like an animated, like into Spider-Man into the Spideyverse? What do you think if they made a animated movie like that, DC?
Oh, like a big movie.
You think that would?
Big movie.
You think that would work?
I think it'd
Batman
be bigger.
or like
It'd be bigger if they nailed it like that. If they
a
nailed
Flash or
I mean,
He's
they've done
No,
a couple big ones.
no,
they
he's
just haven't
talking
done them
about
to theaters.
the art
theater
style.
yeah, and how big it was, and like the gravity. Because Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was amazing. That movie was.
But what I'm also talking about is like it's animated. It's not like a movie. I mean, it's not.
Most
real
of it
people.
was
Was it in
hand
theaters?
drawn.
Yeah.
Most of it was
yeah.
hand drawn, I think, right?
Probably, dude.
Wait, what?
Was it most of?
Into the Spideyverse,
Yeah, hand drawn.
whatever it's called.
Or however they do it, but it's animated. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't think.
yeah,
I mean, it probably is hand drawn with like.
But
those,
nonetheless,
touchpads.
I would like to see it if it was big time like
Probably
that.
just sound hella old right there saying
Anything-
touchpad.
Anything that's animated is hand drawn, though.
yeah.
I would like to. That's not
First.
true. It's not true.
Or with the mouse.
Computer graphics.
I know, as far as, like-
graphics, you can. It's not even really hand. You can just draw the shapes out now. I mean, you can just get the shapes, pre-made shapes out.
I just meant as far as like anime and stuff goes, it's usually made in a.
Yeah.
It's usually drawn first and then turned. In. I'm not sure how they do it, but drawing it makes the animation a lot better.
I think I agree.
Have
I agree with that.
Ben knows Dragon Ball Super. Remember that?
Yeah.
Stick
They-
figures. We got stick figures.
I would like to see a DC movie like that.
Let's have a section to talk shit about Dragon Ball Super.
Dude, Super
I'd be
was
loud
pretty
in that
bad.
one.
Dude, I wanted to ask you guys something about that.
Fucking
actually.
whiz! Just kidding.
Nah,
Dude,
Super.
dude, no, go ahead.
I
I'll
was just gonna
tangenting
say
a
Super
lot,
was
though.
just it was good. I liked the first up to the. I'll always say this. I liked it all the way up to the World 6 and 7 or whatever tournament arc
So right before the Black Saga.
when Goku gets super blue with Kaioken and fights Hit and he beats him.
Yeah, so it's before like Black Goku.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Goku was really like when it was like, I'm done.
If it wasn't Black Goku,
This is ridiculous.
If it wasn't Goku Black, not Black Goku. Well, what's funny is there's a
It's the
clip.
same thing, right?
There's a clip in the animated version in the English sub or the dub where in the arc they start shooting Goku and he's like, wait, he's not black, and they're like, oh, because it's Goku Black.
Yeah,
So,
it's a fucking missed that. Yeah.
you can just look at
Translation's really bad.
most people have seen it because it has like 2 million.
Wait,
views or so
wait,
hilarious.
wait. In the English version, they call him Black Goku still?
They call him Black.
But isn't... That doesn't make sense.
It's evil Goku Black.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they probably want to stay
because Black is
faithful.
basically just evil in
Yeah,
Japan,
Japanese.
right? Or Japanese, yeah. So... That's weird. I never thought about that. Why the fuck is he called Black Goku at all?
You can't think of it like that, I guess. That's
Just, yeah.
I mean,
I'm a nitpicker though. I'll destroy it.
but it probably is for like other places like the UK and
God, the timelines in that show just drove me crazy, dude.
Look, he's mad already. He's grinding his teeth.
Yeah,
I'm pissed already.
I'm gonna
I'm
toss
just
and turn about
I'm
this.
pissed. Just thinking about it gets me going.
You should have seen the Broly movie. I haven't seen it yet.
I saw
but
parts of it.
I
I
like,
watched most
I've
of
seen
it. I
clips,
watched
man.
most of it.
Yeah,
It
that's
dragged
disappointing.
out. It dragged out.
Yeah,
Even
you like
for
how
a
they turned
rookie.
Broly into like
At
a
first, I
little,
was
a little
telling-
girl's toy?
No, dude, at first I
was
liked
cool.
it. I told Ben, I was like, the story they're telling was dope at first, and then like 30 minutes into it, I would say, or like 25, maybe 30 minutes, maybe. I was like, dude, I'm so sick of this whiny little ass fucking kid and this guy
Yeah.
who's like fucking around.
Also, the whole like scene where he's eating aliens is just the same scene we saw in Saiyan Saga
Just
or earlier on in every other fucking saga.
I'll say this. What pissed me off is if 2 or 3 years ago you liked Broly, you were an annoyance and you were a shitty Dragon Ball Z
Because
fan.
you don't. That's not canon.
Yeah. There was a whole thing where it was like, it's not canon. It's not.
Yeah.
And then they introduced Kale, that's supposed to be the female
Broly.
version of Broly. And
Yeah.
people are
Stockholm
fucking,
syndrome, I
people
tell
are
you.
fucking fapping to their favorite fucking anime buff character.
Yes, he can be a male and a
There
female.
was, no, there was videos I seen that was like, this is why Kale is bae, and I was like, oh my god, these guys are fucking terrible.
Dude.
And then the Broly movie comes out, and people are so hyped for it, and they're just, oh yeah, Broly this, Broly that.
I mean,
oh
those
my
might
god,
just
this
be
is
little
so
kids,
cool.
though.
I know it probably is little kids,
It is a
but
kid's show.
we're getting older. But we have to show, we have to let people know that. When,
I think that's why I like GT and I don't like Super, is because it was during the time when I was still a kid. You know what I mean?
Did you not like anything of Super though?
Have you not heard anything I said for the
Well,
past
what's one
2
thing-
years, Ben?
Tell me one thing that you liked that you would take away from Super. Just one thing. With the Universal Tournament arc
I
that
did-
we watched, the characters, anything that
Was tight.
Golden Frieza.
Golden Frieza. Don't even get me started on that fucking 5th time Frieza's come back, dude.
Beerus, Destruction of the God. The Universal arc, the different
Okay,
universes.
I did like Hit. I did like Hit's. I liked Hit's moves. I like how his powers worked. I was like,
Slow down
better
time.
Gildo. Good
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was not unique, but it was just making it better, in my opinion. It was like, okay, we had this thought back then, so let's expand upon it and make it actually cool.
I really wish.
Because before, he would have to hold his breath to stop time. And now, this new character can just, like,
Just do it.
he can, like,
Do it.
create
That's
a window.
But
That's a better
Hit
evolution.
is also 1,000 years old.
He's an assassin, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like a
Yeah.
expert killer.
He's 1,000 years old.
And we're
But
preaching
yeah.
teenage Ben. No,
Every episode.
And
man.
you know, I would say
Just kidding.
I like Kaba, but guess what?
They didn't do anything with him.
They didn't do anything with
Yeah.
him exactly. He went Super Saiyan 2 and then everybody forgot about him.
He was Super Saiyan 2 and got knocked out by Frieza.
If you guys could pick one of these, how many series are there? Are Dragon Ball?
3,
There's
4.
only 3 or 4.
4.
But there's a shit ton of seasons.
Actually,
in between, right?
5 at this point because
Heroes
yeah.
doesn't count. It's not canon.
No,
It's
no,
not
no,
canon,
no, we're
but
not
it's
talking
technically-
canon. I'm talking about how many series of these are there.
Oh
that
yeah,
are,
I
like,
guess GT
pop-
wouldn't count either then, because it's not.
GT would count.
So
It's
how
a
many are
series.
there in total, though? How many are there in total?
It's about 5.
Dragon
5
Ball,
is-
Dragon Ball Z, GT,
Super
Super,
Heroes.
Heroes.
Heroes only has like 10 episodes, but it's pretty much game
So-
promotion. But they're making it so it's
So of all these
live.
series,
It's building off
Which one's
all
the best?
everything.
no, not which one's the best. Which one
Mhm.
of them
Z.
is like most canon? Which
GT.
one of them is most canon that you would like to see a video game made exactly from? Where
Z.
you were like
Z,
Z,
no doubt Z.
yeah.
I would
When's the
not
last time they
mind.
based a game off of that? A whole like an actual game. There had to have been one recently.
The last
right?
time-
Dragon
based it
Ball
off
Z,
Z?
was it Super Legendary Warriors for the Game Boy Advanced.
No,
That's
Hey,
pretty
that was
It had-
not
specific.
the last time they based it
Holy
off.
It
shit,
had
that
all-
was real
It had
specific.
all the characters.
I played it. It's a little fighting game, right?
It's a little card fighting game, and I loved it as a
Dude,
kid.
that was so goddamn specific. I'm so curious. Like, I can't fact check that.
I played a bunch of like little handheld games for
Dude,
Dragon
that
Ball
one
Z.
had everything from Super Boo to Kid Boo to Android 18 to Cell, all forms.
Would it be the
Frieza,
same
all
kind of
forms.
animation? Too?
Not all forms. It was
Would you want it to be the same kind of animation if it was converting to a
Hell
game?
no, that's fucking. Well,
No. I mean the that what was Dragon Ball. Which one? Did you say you would want to be made into a game?
Z.
Would you want the same kind of animation style too?
I mean,
In a game.
what about
from
burst
that.
limit?
all they would have to really do is just update it to where it's higher resolution, so which would require a lot more drawing. Because that means a lot more pixels.
Remember burst limit?
Sort of.
The Xbox 360.
I remember the
So-
other one more.
Which one?
You had it, right? Not Burst Limit. What's the other one? Raging Blast.
I never had Raging Blast.
2, didn't you?
It was burst limit. That was the one that was like when we had the always Dragon Rest and you had to push all the buttons. It was like push all the buttons.
Shit! I used to come over. I remember you guys playing that.
And there was a point
That
where
was
I'd
a
be able
while
to
back.
beat Will, and I don't know what the hell happened. Like after a couple days, Will was just
I was like,
every time we did.
my chi.
Oh, I know what happened.
I got that thumb muscle
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
It's all in the wrist.
Every time my wrist goes.
Yep.
You remember it was the one I'd
Broke
do
Pornhub.
I'd be Android 18,
Hell yeah.
and I'd do the little. It was called like the axle dance or whatever. And she'd do the fucking move where she's like Kiko with the fucking kids.
I can barely remember that game, honestly. I remember Killer Instinct though.
Oh.
Remember the last time we played it? Woo! Ben remembers.
Do you
He
think they'll do
Remember
a
the last
sequel?
time before that?
Do you think?
No.
Me neither.
I was get drunk every time. That's
Do you,
why.
do you think
Whoa.
we'll do a sequel? Do you think they'll do a sequel to Killer Instinct, the new one, and just do like revamp it, maybe add some new features, or will they just keep releasing?
I would
add-on
really like to see a
characters?
new.
Maybe
Killer
for a new
Instinct.
console.
What
New console.
they would for a new console?
Yes.
What
I would like to see a new Killer
what
Instinct.
kind of things would you like to see added to it? Like if it was
More
a
characters that
sequel.
don't cost money.
Well, that's
if it's
always
free then.
Not free. A full price game. A lot of characters, and by a lot I mean like how many we have now. That's a good
Okay,
amount.
wait.
You know.
Would you
That's a good amount.
okay? So say, would you mind
4
if you
rows.
got all the characters you get now if you bought the game right?
For
And
$60
then,
bucks?
Yeah, $60 you get all the characters you get now, and you can play online with all of them.
Yeah.
So how many other characters? But then they added more characters by DLC.
That's fine.
Okay.
I just don't want
I'd like
the
to see
roster
that.
to be tiny.
What if-
Initially. That is so weak. You pay, or if it's a free game, it's not as bad. But if it's a game where you pay $60,
Killer
you go
Instinct-
into it and you're like, there's only
Fighters.
fucking 12
What are their
There's only
weird
12
characters? What are their miscellaneous
Five-
characters
13
they add
after
again?
I get the main character. The one from beating the story.
Oh yeah.
What'd
I
you say
forget about
about
that game.
And then
I
how
forget
many
about-
DLC
I
characters?
forget
Like
about
15?
that lame little shit like that games do nowadays.
Just
Right?
no unlockable characters. Just buy 'em.
Yeah.
Well, there's as many DLC characters as there is main characters. So it's like you had all these characters planned out probably from the get-go.
Yeah.
What little
They-
miscellaneous characters do they add? I know they
The
have
fighters?
Yeah, I know that they have the
A lot of super
the
characters.
guy from Halo. What's his name?
Wait, oh, you're talking about Killer Instinct.
Yeah, Killer Instinct.
Arbiter.
Yeah.
Arbiter.
That was one of my better
Yeah,
characters.
He's a good
Arbiter.
character.
Dude, he's good.
Who else do they have? Don't they have like
The Frog.
The Frog.
Uh,
Remember the frog from Battletoads.
Battletoads.
And then
Battletoads, holy, that's a callback to a time forgotten.
General something from Gears of War.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's
He's got
right.
daggers.
Who else is in there? Yeah, because they have some good ones in there.
Bunch of characters. Tusk. I don't know what he's from. Dragon
He's from the
Hunters or
original
something.
one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He's really good though. Trinidad would go hard on that character. Wasn't as good as me,
They
but he was
added that
pretty
one
good at
character,
it.
the one character with the big ass sword that you never play too. Yeah, the big ass sword's like. Was that Tusk?
The guy with the beard.
I think that was Tusk.
And he would
actually.
like jump and remember I'd
I thought you were
always
talking about the.
go hard on
Indian
him.
dude.
He like does the dash and
Yeah,
shoulder
yeah,
bushes you.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah, that character, I loved him. But then Trinidad started playing. I was like, all right, you play him up. I'll play this guy.
And then they made the Kilgore. That was a ripoff of Fulgore.
Oh, so
Just
this
with
is the
guns.
right list. This is the right one, right? That is all the DLC.
Jago.
And
Well, there's
Shadow
way
Jago.
more DLC than
Yeah,
that.
there's
but
a lot
That's
more.
like just some
That's
of
what I thought. I was
Remember? Remember TJ? Remember when I
Yeah,
beat you with him?
yeah,
Yeah, you
I
remember?
I remember.
Remember?
I just so happened to
There's,
make.
there's Ben's best character, dude. That's
Not
his main.
anymore.
That was your main, though.
Yeah,
That's your bae?
That was his main character.
that was my skeleton.
Mine
day.
was Omen, I'm pretty sure. Or TJ.
Yeah.
They were both pretty cool.
Your one was better than TJ. Your TJ just had a good mix-up.
Actually, I think it was just Omen was a better character. He's way too fast at kicking.
Do you think? Hey, do
Oh,
you
you're
guys
caught
think?
it forever.
Do you
I
guys
just got
think
used
that-
to it.
Do you
'cause
guys
I played
think
against
that?
you all the time.
Dragon Ball Z needs like a completely free roam game, third person free roam.
I don't think it needs it, but I would like it.
Or would you like it?
Because a lot of people did like Fighters. I thought Fighters was pretty
And does
cool.
free
but...
roam mean one planet, or you can just think what's
Okay, if it's a Dragon Ball Z game and it's a free roam next gen console game, it should have multiple
Okay,
planets.
so would it be
Or at
like
least universes.
Would it be like
one universe at least.
No, whoa, don't go there because what
Just
about
one.
what about what's that game that I was hyped on? The flight game, the space game, where you go into space and it's
No
supposed
Man's
to be yes, No
I have
Man's
that game.
Sky.
I own it.
I own it too.
It
Got it for free.
sucks. No, it's a lot better now.
It's garbage.
It's
a lot
well,
better.
not, no.
I
You should
bought
play
it.
it now.
It's a lot better
It's
now.
crazy how much they've added.
Dude,
Yeah.
Multiplayer,
It's what it
full
should have been.
multiplayer, where you
It's
can
what it
actually
should-
see the other person.
I played it.
It's what it
I
should have
played
been
it
at
like
launch,
I
too.
played it like 6
I got it
months
for
ago.
free, so I'm not
I
mad.
played it like 6
Not
months ago, and I
everybody
was
else.
pissed. I paid $40 for it.
6 months ago. Okay, so you
Yeah.
played a lot of the new stuff.
Yeah.
Did you try any of the base building and stuff like that?
Yeah, I was no good at it, but I did it.
Did you get vehicles and stuff?
Yeah, I did a whole bunch of
Yeah,
stuff.
Okay, so you
Josh
just
showed
didn't
me. I
like
remember
it?
you
Wasn't
showed
fun?
me about
Yeah,
that not
yeah,
too
it's
long
fun.
ago.
The game is fun, but my complaint was
There's
when you
nothing at the
leave
end.
when you leave places, there's not enough.
Stuff to do in space.
Oh, man, you brought up universes, and it's like every
Don't get
universe
me
is
started
the
on the
same.
end. Don't get me started on the end of
I
the
know,
game.
I know. Starts you all over.
Fucking.
I know, dude. Starts you all
Why
over.
even do it?
You play the game and it starts you all over.
It's like, oh, it was all a simulation.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert, this is all a simulation.
they. That's why I stopped.
This is
playing
the
it.
end of podcast.exe.
No
They-
secret about that anymore, though.
No, so would you want when you say universes in the Dragon Ball Z thing, would this be like No Man's Sky where every universe is basically the same thing? It's basically there's a one planet or two planets, you get attacked by some things and
The universe
you
is
talking
huge.
About, wait, were you talking about it be
Dragon
like
Ball Z.
from
I would like it to
the
be like
old-
Kingdom Hearts.
the Knights of the Republic or Kingdom Hearts where you could just go to different worlds and each
No, I
world's
mean like free roam where you go to them.
well, yeah, you can
You have
still
to fly or instant. What is it?
Okay,
transmission.
Kingdom
Instant
Hearts did it.
transmission
Okay,
or whatever.
Kingdom Hearts did it like this. So you would explore this whole fucking big map.
I don't mean like you
And then you-
transition. No transitioning.
Well,
the
No
transitioning
load
and the-
screens.
it's
It's not a loading screen. Well,
for Kingdom Hearts 3, it was a world map that you flew around in like a
yeah.
little.
Well, it is in 2 as well.
But
the gummy ships.
but
You go that
it's,
from-
it's different in 3 because you're in like a whole. It's like its own world where you have to fly to places to discover them.
Is it not top down?
No.
It's 3D.
It's not like how it's kind
Because
of
2
like
is kind of like that. Remember, you like go around and explore.
but it's
At one point, you
you like if you could see
it's a tunnel at.
it's the
for
whole
most of
thing
it,
like how the mini games were for the when you're flying, you know what I mean, to get to World
It's
War
like a
One.
tunnel, yeah.
But it's not like that. It's a whole world in itself. So you're flying around a gummy ship in a whole world in itself, and then you can fly up to and you'll see the planet out there and like
Okay.
fly into it. And you're like, oh
I
shit!
I still haven't watched anything for it because I'm like, I don't want to.
Missing out, Will. Missing out.
Well, I don't. There's no. It's not going to come to PC, and I'm not going to buy a console.
Which one?
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh.
And they're not going to end it.
I want to play
So
it.
there's no
but
point.
What you told me. I
There's
wanna
no
play
point
it.
in you playing it because you
When
haven't played the first 2.
I could totally still play it.
They
But
catch you up.
but-
catch you up on stuff.
no, but when I looked stuff up about it, I didn't even like the reviews for it, and I never listened to the reviews.
You would miss
like
like
that.
60 hours of story.
There's stuff you really don't need to like. You
I
know,
could just
there's
I could just do a
summons.
catch up on YouTube for in 10 minutes.
You know how long? It's
You're
10
gonna know
minutes? It is not 10 minutes.
I said I could do a catch up with somebody
Yeah. The videos.
just talking.
No,
about
but
it in
the
like 10
videos-
minutes.
It's not usually 10 minutes for that game. It's a lot longer. There's
I
a
know
lot of shit
that.
that happens. Yeah.
I know that.
That game's like-
That's like trying to explain like Lord of the Rings in 10 minutes. It
Yeah,
can be
there's
done.
so much.
but there's
You would
so
skip
much.
so much.
Yeah.
Hey, there was a channel that it's not around anymore, but they would mix everything like big stories in 3 minutes. Like they did Harry Potter. They did a lot of stuff.
See,
like
Harry
Walking
Potter-
Dead.
You know, it's,
Have you guys seen The Walking Dead lately?
No, dude, fuck that show.
Oh my god.
they love it at my house.
They love it?
Yeah.
Why?
They watch it every week.
Well, I watch
The
it every
garbage
week, but I
lovers.
don't
They love it.
Why do they love it? Like,
I don't watch it.
well, what do they say when, like, after, like, when they watch the episode? Like, because the season finale just came last.
Yeah, they like it.
Well,
They liked
would they? Have you heard? Asked them anything?
No, he just took.
I don't like that show.
Yeah, I don't like it anymore. I
don't
watched
like
up to.
You know I don't like it. I've watched the first couple episodes and I was like,
know.
I went to season 4.
I was over zombies by then.
Done. And then I was done.
You guys already know. You missed it right before the peak. It was gonna peak. Like,
No, it wasn't, dude.
Hey,
Season
wait,
4.
hey,
Season 4 came up, and I was
prison?
like, "Holy shit! This is about to be the same thing every season. And they're gonna run for like 8 seasons. Watch."
Wait, you missed out because it was season 5. They were
The way they film it is awkward.
no. Wait, season 5 was pretty sick because that's when everything was really dark and they were fighting. It was pretty dark because they were fighting those. I think that's when Rick ripped out the guy's fucking throat.
Can I point one thing out though?
No.
You know how they watch. You know how they watch it at my place. They don't watch it. They sit on their phones with it on. I noticed.
They all watch it.
Well, that's how
individually?
people. No, that's
No,
how
no,
people
no,
are. They're
no.
on their phones while it plays.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all
That's
watching
how
it in the
people
same
are.
room.
I recorded so I could skip past the.
And then they sit on their phone while they watch it. I'm like, you're not watching it. You're just
Wait,
sitting
you don't
there.
sit on your phone
So-
while you watch stuff? Like you don't? No, you don't sit on your phone while you watch stuff. I do.
Okay, the only time I do this,
No.
I'll do that for podcasts. I'll put a podcast in the background and I'll play a game.
Just
But-
listen to it. Yeah.
But for a video, I feel like I need the context of what's happening.
Okay, I do that
For it to be
good-
funny.
I
I
do that-
watch funny stuff. I don't watch anything else
Stop.
really.
Yeah.
I don't watch politics because it's shit.
I do
I
that
don't
with
watch
good movies.
religion because
I do
it's
that
shit.
with good movies.
Dude, I'm just saying with this new season with The Walking Dead, and this is coming from a true Walking Dead fan. Like you guys know, for like the past like
A
10
true
years.
what is a true Walking Dead fan?
You're looking at it right now. I always
yeah.
bug you. You guys watching The Walking Dead? You guys seen the new episode?
How
of
long
Walking
did it
Dead?
take for them to kill Rick?
He's not dead.
But he's not in the show.
They rid him off, and they made it so he could be written back on. And then there's rumors of him having a stupid movie, and I don't know why people are so excited.
How many
for it.
seasons was he in it though?
9.
Multiple?
8.5.
You know how many seasons Ned Stark got?
Where did Ned Stark?
He died in the beginning of season 1 of Game of Thrones, and he was the best character in the whole show.
Dude, let me tell you something about Game
At
of
least he
Thrones.
lasted 9 seasons, Ben.
Well, no. What I'm
He was
saying,
the character you like,
though,
right?
is the way they're writing this.
Let me
There's,
tell you something about Game of Thrones.
It's
garbage.
shit. Yeah,
I'm just
You're
kidding.
right. When they had
It's
that
not
torture
garbage.
season, I was out.
No, it's not
well,
garbage.
you know what?
That's a
Walking
great
Dead
show.
is finally at that level where it's garbage.
It's a,
Yeah, I don't watch it, but it's a great
Josh,
show.
when you have a little girl,
it's really about.
like, pretty much
And-
portraying, and then there's another child
Dead, right?
that doesn't, because
It's the
Rick,
reincarnation of Rick.
and then Rick and Michonne had a Rishon child. It's a term.
That's fake, right?
No, they had it's not his name, but they had a baby that was a boy, and they literally did not mention him until, and when they did mention him, it was like 3 episodes in, and when they did,
So Rick has 3 kids?
all he, what?
Rick has 3 kids?
Wait, there's another kid?
They
No,
had,
I thought he had
him
that
and
little
Michonne
son.
had like straight up Rishon sex, like just bam, bam, bam. He,
Rick, I
he
thought
was
Rick,
pounding
what
that
about the
fucking sword
son?
pussy. What?
What about the son?
He died.
So that's 3, right?
That's when I got pissed. That's when I stopped liking it.
So he had 3 kids in total, right?
No, he had 2.
The
But what
daughter, the son, and the other son.
Okay,
baby.
yeah. Well, hey, to be fair, Shane was fucking Punisher.
Uh-huh.
The guy who played Punisher was fucking Rick's wife in the first season. So like,
And
people
why not?
at this
Yeah.
point really
Wait,
say
in the
it's Shane's
apocalypse?
daughter.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
in the apocalypse?
Yeah, that was the first. That was like
Rick's
the,
wife was
it
alive.
was like the second episode.
Yeah, that was
Dude,
like
honestly,
Punisher came in and he's
right?
like, "I'm about to punish this pussy." Doesn't
Yeah, dude, he
Honestly,
did.
I don't even remember it.
They
I
were
watched
best
like
friends or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, right.
It was up to like
I
he
remember.
got killed
Dude,
in
like
the
I said,
second
I watched
season.
season 4, dude, up to season 4. Then I was like, "Holy
So
shit, this is
what,
gonna be
what was the
same
last thing you
thing."
remember? So season 3 was
Prison. They got kicked out, or they had to leave because of the infected, and then they went into the town with the mayor, and I was like, "Oh my!"
And then
God.
season 4 was when the mayor came back with the tank, right?
at the end.
And the guy got his head chopped
That's
off
how
with
they
the katana.
This time,
Yes,
Will.
that's how they infected the prison was because of him, right?
No, they had a tank. You don't remember that?
I remember something.
You
but I
don't
don't
remember
remember.
the tank?
I don't remember it being like a real tank.
It was a big. Yeah, it was a real tank.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
It was a
I
long
just-
time ago. I don't blame
I
you.
just remember that the prison got infected. The infected got in, and they had to leave
Want me to try to inform you as much as I can?
quickly. Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like I said, I
They
stopped.
went straight savage, straight fucking wilderness mode, and Rick ripped out a guy's throat because they were pretty much gonna kill
Oh, good for
his
him.
little group.
I feel like I
Did
may.
you see
have
the cannibalism?
I feel like I
No,
may
you
have
didn't see
seen.
that.
No, I feel like I may have seen that, but not like how I watched the first 4 seasons. I watched all the episodes.
That's
but
what I
not,
say. It was
I
at
started
its,
breaking up.
it was at
breaking
its
up.
peak around season 5 because
Man.
after
should
that,
maybe
it started
rewatch
dropping
it.
off
Maybe I
because-
should rewatch it sometime.
at this point I honestly wouldn't.
I mean, it's how many seasons?
It's 9. This
There-
is 9th
there's
season.
no problem.
They're trying to go 12.
It's like when Supernatural was Supernatural.
Yeah.
I moved it into the tray. Of the... No, Dad.
But let me
sorry.
inform you real quick. So they go straight savage mode. They run into cannibals. They end up
I don't
killing those
remember.
cannibals savagely, and then they're like pretty much monsters. And,
Are cannibals zombies?
and then at the end of
No,
season
people.
5, yeah,
Are people eating regular people?
Yeah.
they invite them and then they trap them and then they kill them.
I remember this, and they eat, what's his name? Don't they eat one of the people?
They eat Bob on his leg, but he was bitten by a zombie, and he was like, dude, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
he wanted him. He
I
wanted
haven't
him to
watched
eat him,
this in
right?
years, and it's crazy. I dedicated so much of my life that I remember all this stuff.
It's like people with Supernatural.
You love Carl Papa, and they fucking killed him.
That's
That's the kid.
Yeah.
That's the kid. I
They
remember
made a
that.
song.
I don't remember him dying. I remember him though, but I remember
That was just somebody's joke video, right?
Yep, and I fucking made it my Killer Instinct Spinal, I'm gonna kill you fucking song. Remember, I'd be like, I played Carl Papa and I was doing Have a Good Killer
No,
Instinct.
no.
Like,
I remember your girlfriend would get so mad anytime you played that
Yeah,
song.
yeah, dude.
She'd be like, "Don't, Ben."
Dirty,
Don't.
dirty, dirty. Because I flow.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get you started.
I love when
Choose
I
time.
love when.
God.
Nah, dude. I like that. I like The Walking Dead. Game of Thrones. I've said this and I've said it from day one. I've never had a problem with Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is dope. I just can't watch
Never
it
seen
because
it.
I'm not into medieval stuff. That's how it
Rape.
reminds me.
And rape,
However-
a lot of rape.
I said this the other day.
Heard that.
The other day I said this, and I'll say it again. I'll watch it. Probably end up binge watching it in the future.
No,
but right now
you'll probably get
I'm,
to where
I'm
I
not,
got.
I'm
Yeah.
not ready to watch it. And I have watched it. I've watched episodes of it with girlfriends or friends, right?
Yeah.
Or my brother. It's a good show. It's so well done. It's just not for me.
You're gonna break the ball. Yeah, I know what you mean though.
But Walking Dead was another one. It would. I'm glad that it is gone so far. You know.
you know why? Because so what happened was I think
Is that MC?
they stretched it out with the Negan saga.
MC.
AMC.
Yeah, it's
Channel.
AMC.
Oh,
It really went real low after Breaking Bad.
They just started promoting it to someone called Killing Eve. I haven't seen it, but has that
I've heard
Asian.
of that. I've heard of it.
But with The Walking
I
Dead,
saw a picture of it.
with
Or
the
a thumbnail
Walking
thing.
with The Walking Dead, it was oh man. So they stretched out with the Negan saga because the end of the 6th season, they were like they ran into Negan and his group because they were pretty much so savage.
That guy's a
They pretty much
monster.
ran through any obstacle because they were so fucking rabid and fucking just lived on the go like an animal, and that's what made it crazy because there's like holy shit, these people
Smashes
are fucking.
Glenn's head in, right?
This is exactly how you'd be. Like you'd have to be in this world. You have to be savage. You run into people.
Yeah.
You're gonna fucking kill them.
Yeah.
You're just gonna
They either
take
submit
all
or
this,
you dominate.
No, you don't even
Well,
do
both,
that.
actually.
You don't even do that. They had this thing where it was like, have you killed anybody? Who have you killed? Or like, have you killed any zombies? How many? And have you killed a person? And why? There was like some questions like that. But
I remember that.
Why'd they kill
I
Glenn?
remember that.
Why'd he kill Glenn again?
because he's Negan.
He just felt like it.
In the comics, he just
Bashes
so
his head
what
in.
in The Walking Dead. I remember why in the comics, but in the show they took out an outpost, and they all kept on calling themselves Negan because if you're with Negan, we're all Negan. I'm Negan, you're Negan, and then also Daryl blew up a fucking bunch of them with a rocket launcher.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bunch of zombies?
they found him. No, it wasn't. It was just so Negan had to force his power, so he was like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and literally did tic tac, like like eeny, meeny, miny,
Yeah.
mo.
Yeah, catch a tiger by its stuff.
Killed Abraham, the redhead guy, and what's his name? Daryl went up and punched him. Then he's like, no consequences, and bashed Glenn in the head.
With the hammer, right? Or baseball bat?
Baseball bat with and
No.
Smashed his head in.
popped his eye out. I was like, yeah, and he was like, Maggie.
I love you.
And he was like, I'll find you. But what was sad is that whole season.
He
That
gets
whole
her pregnant, right?
No, well, he did, yeah, but that whole season, like the past like 2 or 3 episodes, he was looking for her, and he finally found her. He's like, I'll find Maggie, and then when he died, he was literally looking at her with his fucking eye out, and he was like, I'll find you, Maggie, and he was like,
And then he bashed his skull.
he's like, holy shit, you took it like a champ. Your eyes bashing out, and you're still standing. Bam.
Damn.
Yeah. That was when it was brutal. That was at the peak right there, season 6. That was the peak. Because after that, it was a stupid war that lasted to the 7th. It was 2 seasons of stupid chit chat. I beat up this demolition. They introduced a couple more communities, and it was
ridiculous.
and it dragged it on too much. And then this season, they captured Negan.
They killed like all the main characters.
Yeah, all of them left.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I hate about this season though is it's like feels like it's all about
The daughter.
like the daughter is so bad. I
Hope,
hate
or whatever her name is. What is her name?
kick ass. Little ass kicker. Now that's what they call her, but Judith.
Little
I
ass kicker.
really don't like
More like
Judith.
main character power. She's like an anime character that
She's
just can't
so
lose.
horrible, dude. I can't.
It's cringy, dude. I've seen a couple scenes of it, and I was like, "This looks bad."
She runs into the snow.
She's such a badass
So what they
for
do
no reason.
at the end of the Negan Wars, that took 2 seasons, by the way. It was so unnecessary.
Negan Wars?
That's what I call it.
What was it though? Actually, it's like
It
the
was the war, like where Hilltop, Alexandria, and the Kingdom. They're all communities that
fighting each other, basically.
Yeah. No, they're all fighting against Negan, which is
Oh,
he has
gotcha.
a sanctuary. So because he had a bunch of people, but they get to him, Rick disables him pretty much, and they end up
Rick disables Negan.
putting him in jail, and they're like, I'm not gonna kill you because I'm gonna
I'm
show
not gonna kill a human being,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
And
Even though he
they
could
write
have, right?
Rick
Rick could
off.
have done it, right?
They write Rick off because
Did Rick have
he-
the chance to kill him though?
Yeah. Oh, he slit his throat, and then they had him revived. Pretty
Really?
much. Well, he cut him in his throat, and he was like, oh, like dying, and then
They
they're
sew
like,
him back
okay,
up, and they're
yeah,
like, "You're good."
pretty much.
Good. You'll be back for next one.
And then this one, it's supposed to be like 3 years later.
And Rick's dead,
Rick got written off because
and then picked up in a helicopter.
Yeah, you seen that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just the first half of season 9 was just a tribute to Rick, and then the second half was introducing the
All about-
Whisperers, which I will say the Whisperers were fucking sick. They were pretty sick. They were. I liked
It's a little
Beta.
weird, though.
I liked Beta and Alpha. I liked how when Alpha and Darrow fought, but that's all. That's all I liked about the season. When Jesus died too, the way they introduced them, it was. He was killing zombies. He was like killing
Our
like
Lord
horde
and
of
Savior?
zombies. Nah, pretty much. He had hair like it and everything,
Hell
and he
yeah.
was gay.
Whoa! Not watching that. No, I'm just kidding.
But that's another.
We're
thing.
not getting monetized.
It was like one of those things where it's like get woke or go broke, where it's like you had to have gay people, you had to have
Yeah,
gay couples.
inclusive.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That character, he was a good character though.
he was a great character, but he
That's
got
dope.
killed. But it was a good way they could have killed him off because they fought. He was killing off zombies, and then when he went to go chop one zombie, it was like hell dodged it and just stabbed him
Yeah.
because they wear.
The Whisperer, right? It was Whisper.
Yeah, they skin the zombies and wear their skin,
Oh, that's dope.
So
and
they
they
can't
walk.
be
They
smelled?
walk with the hordes and everything.
That's
so.
dope.
And
They blend in.
so they were pretty good. The way they ended it was weird and everything.
It is a little jarring
But
to see that.
they
now.
killed a lot of characters and put the heads on the spike. But they didn't kill many main characters, so it felt kind of pointless.
Yeah.
And they introduced a new group that none of their characters died. So this
The fat
new
guy.
this new season,
He's from something I've seen.
Balls of Fury.
Something else.
But pretty much, my bad. I've
Yeah,
been
you're
ranting
good.
about this for like so long.
Game of
So-
Thrones, you're good.
So pretty much, what the way they ended up is
Walking Dead.
they killed off characters, but it wasn't any
Meaningful.
There was a couple of them that were meaningful, but everything else was just like this is bullshit.
yeah.
And they introduced a new group, and none of the new group died, so it gives them no incentive to be like, I'm gonna involve myself just because you guys took us in.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. That's what I've seen.
Comes
in
back
there.
to Harry
I
Potter.
gotta-
No, I'm just kidding.
It always does, dude.
What?
Alright,
Good,
fuck you guys.
fuck.
Alright, so would you rather? Would you rather be a god but be alone forever? Or the devil, have complete freedom but you're blamed for everything?
Be a
Nothing's
god.
changed.
You got
I
it?
take the second one. Nothing's changed.
Devil? Nah. Alright, so money is no object, but you can only spend money on others, or be broke forever, but you'd be able to travel anywhere for free.
Wait, say it again.
Would you? Money is no object, but you can only spend money on other people,
Okay.
or be broke forever, but be able to travel anywhere for free.
I guess broke forever.
Yeah, I go anywhere.
Yeah.
I would just rather spend money on other people because I
Eventually
could
bleed
swing
over.
that in a
Yeah,
way that
eventually
would
bleed over.
help me out.
I
You
see.
know,
Oh,
hey guys, I
shit.
built you a whole land room in my house.
Who knows how far the travel anywhere term goes?
Yeah.
They discover Mars and you're able to be like, I can go for free.
No, I'm not going to Mars. I've seen Alien enough
And
times.
come back.
I'm not trying to get a face hug.
Good call.
How do you know?
I don't
What
give
if
a
a
fuck.
face
I don't
hugs
need
you?
to know. I don't want to go.
What if face
What?
hugs you down there?
I'm like,
Thank you. Thank you.
Would you rather live in an apocalyptic future or a primitive past?
Apocalyptic future.
yeah, me too.
I don't want to
Maybe I
live.
can
I'm
get
surprised
some
you didn't say
super
primitive past. You like that that old school slashing shields.
I like fantasy stuff with swords and stuff, but in the apocalyptic future, you might be able to get some superpowers.
That's true.
Or like some, you know, fucking time
Laser.
gadget. Back to the past.
Dude, that'd be dope.
Laser
Like,
weapon.
it'd be like
know.
the Umbrella Academy.
Or yeah, Skynet.
Hell yeah. Would you rather be the inventor of Microsoft, NASA, or Apple? Which one?
Okay.
Apple.
Apple? What about you, Will?
kidding?
Microsoft?
NASA.
NASA.
Out of
Oh,
all the
boy.
3 companies that made a huge difference, I think NASA was
Good
probably
call.
the biggest.
Alright, good call.
As far
I
as
like
humankind
it.
achievement.
Alright, I got
Definitely.
you. So let's
But
do
if
these.
far as
Microsoft
money-
Advanced
So let's do
Computers.
these
Far as
ones quick.
money.
Let's do these ones quick. Sith or Jedi?
Jedi.
Will?
Balanced.
Balanced?
No, not a question.
You get to
gotta-
use both.
Villain
Well,
or
as long
hero?
as you keep that
Villain
balance.
or hero? You can't do the same answer twice.
Well, I can't say hero.
No, he can't do the
Oh.
same. You see what I'm saying? You can't use the same scapegoat.
I guess villain, just to switch it up.
I would be a hero though.
Super rich or super in love?
Super rich.
And love.
Crazy genius or brilliantly alone?
Genius.
Crazy genius
Or
or
brilliantly
you'd be alone if you're a crazy genius too. That probably.
Maybe. Or maybe you're just surrounded by other crazy fucking crazies.
Heard one person say one thing.
People want to get shot up, guys. Recording. That is the would you rathers. I made it more serious, you fuckers. You guys thought it was gonna be all funny, like would you rather your penis catch on fire? Or your
Yeah, I thought it was
penis?
gonna be some shit like
Nah,
that.
I changed it up. I took note. You want to keep going with it? You
Yeah.
want to do the let's try this one. This is the Let's Talk. It's either going to be called Let's Talk or Let's Get Offensive. All right.
No, that's okay.
Nerd style.
You don't. I hear a girl.
Definitely have to shoot somebody. No, just kidding.
I was like, let's go do it, dude. I'm
It's like a
ready.
girl and a guy talking.
So this is either going to be called Let's Talk, Nerd style,
Let's do it.
or Let's Get Offensive. All right. So let's talk. Trump, Nerd style. What games would he be super snoob at?
Trump.
Yeah, a video game that you're just like, if he did play games, what game would you be like, dude, this guy would suck hands down every time he played
Rocket League.
Rocket League?
I'd have to say Halo.
Halo, yeah, dude, he'd hella suck at that. I think board game of life he would suck at.
Board game of life.
What do you mean? You would get a small loan from the banker of $1 million? Are
Keep
you
going,
kidding
going,
me?
going. All right,
Small
so
loan of $1 million.
which
right?
supervillain and hero would he be? Like, which supervillain would he be and which superhero would he be?
Trump?
Yeah. I think he'd be Squirrel Girl as the superhero.
He'd be the guy with the really big voice. The voice that like destroys the planet.
Have you ever seen Sky High?
What's his name?
He would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, he'd be Captain Boomer. I mean, Coach Boomer, the one
Yeah.
who's like, sit down!
Oh my
He
God.
makes him sit, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the guy from fucking.
Bruce Campbell from Evil Dead.
Wait. No.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
Bird
Yeah.
Notice, yeah.
I think he would be for a hero. He'd be that one dude. funny enough, the Indian guy who grows really big, but that's all he can do. is
Tomahawk.
just grow really
Oh,
big.
yeah.
Nothing else.
Pretty sure his name's Tomahawk. Or it might be a racist. One of the two.
And for a villain, Darth Vader.
Hey,
I'm
you
just
know,
kidding.
villain wise, you know who'd be to me? MODOK. Little alien thing in the chair. You know, isn't he in this one right here? MODOK?
Oh yeah,
Little
yeah,
alien
yeah.
thing in the chair. He was with,
I always get him confused with
Iron
another
Man and
character.
stuff.
The guy from Teenage
Yeah.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What's his name?
I'm actually good.
Yeah, me too. What's his name? MODOK. And what's the guy from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Bro, I don't remember the
Croc, I don't know.
No,
Professor
the
Croc.
alien things.
Tentacles.
Yeah. Alright. So let's talk about Star Wars. Schnoob or Schnerd, right? Is it Schnerd, it's a good thing. Schnoob, it's a bad thing, right? Han Solo flick.
Snoop, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Snoop.
bad.
Yeah, Snoop.
Schnoob, yeah. Would do you think Ron Howard should be blamed for that? Because he kind of took it over, and the movie was a lot different. The same thing that happened with Justice League when Zack Snyder or whoever that was, his daughter committed suicide or whatever, his kid committed suicide, so he had to get off the movie, and whatever
The
his name
other
and Joss
director,
Whedon
yeah.
came in and made the movie, and they're like, there's two different versions.
Yeah.
Josh Whedon.
It's like JOS. I don't know how to say. I think it's Hoss or
I have no idea.
Joss. I don't
Okay,
know.
maybe.
We'll look it up and then put it
Yeah,
up.
I don't know. So do you think Ron Howard should be? That's kind of on him.
Probably.
A little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
And the
Little bit.
writers.
Rogue One. Do you think that movie was like even worth making?
Rogue One. Was that the in-between one?
Yeah.
Where it's like a different...
where they
group?
explain how
I
they
like
got,
that movie.
how they got the plans.
I like that movie,
how they
actually.
got the plans for the.
I
Death
thought the
Star.
characters were kind of cool.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did you think of the guy? What did you think of Donnie Yen? The
I liked him.
yeah, did you?
I thought it was a cool movie. And then, I watched the first one and the third one. I was like,
Yeah. So here's a good one right here. Should Yoda or Darth Maul get their own film? Like if we were gonna say, oh, it'll never happen, but let's say it did. Yoda or
Darth Maul.
That'd be
Darth
sick.
Maul,
right?
I think, is more likely.
Would you like to see either?
But I'd rather
both
see
of them?
Yoda.
I'd love to see
Well,
Yoda
with Yoda, all
Like
they,
Yoda
all they
in
could
training.
show is just him by
being
himself.
young. Being young. Because we see him
Oh,
when
if he's young, okay,
we
that'd be
see him when
different.
he's 300 years
Yeah.
old in the movie. I would like to see him when he's like 100.
Just a
You know what I
Jedi.
mean? Just a Jedi. He's a beast Jedi, but he's like super wise still.
When is the Knights of the Old Republic? Is that thousands of years or is that hundreds of years?
Oh, the story arc?
Yeah, Knights of the Old Republic.
Isn't that in the future?
It's in the past.
I have
It's
no
in the
idea.
past.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's 100 years.
It's like the
then.
ancient wars.
Yeah, I think it's 100
but I don't know
years.
if it's supposed to be 100 or 1,000.
I think it's 100. I
100.
think so, yeah. Should Star Wars make a movie kind of like how Sony made Venom and Fox made Deadpool, like an anti-hero movie, just specifically 100% like about a villain like Darth Maul, or like a movie not Darth Vader, they basically already did that, but Darth Vader or Lord Sidious, General Grievous. Like, should there be a focus on
The
a
only
villain?
there's only like a
They
couple
thought
villains
about
that are
doing
big enough. I
They
think.
thought about doing Boba Fett or which Jango Fett. They
Yeah.
thought about doing one of those. I think.
That'd be the only exception, I think.
Yeah. I would like to see it, but I'd like to see it done again rated R.
Yeah.
Like it's time to do rated R.
Be nice, you two.
On that same note, it's rumored that Quentin Tarantino is supposed to be doing, I think, a Star Trek film. Guy who made Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
I think.
That'd be pretty sick to see him, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Nice. No.
So
So, celebrity birthdays. What
Gonzo, be nice.
about this one? Eddie Murphy. His birthday is on the 3rd. How old do you think he is, Will? Eddie Murphy.
46.
46?
49.
49? You're closest. He's 57.
Oh shit.
He's old, right?
Yeah, I'm bad with I'm so
57?
high then.
Yeah.
How old Jackie Chan?
I don't know. That'd be a good one, though. That'd be
Probably
a
around
good-
the same age then.
63, I think.
So around the
63,
same age then,
64.
yeah.
I think
5 years
63,
difference.
64, yeah.
So this one's a little crazy one. It's Amanda Bynes. So Amanda Bynes, yeah. She had the Amanda
35.
show.
I think she's like 35.
41.
She was on All That too. You guys remember that show?
No.
This
I
is
do.
all
I do. I
that.
remember.
This is all.
I didn't have
41.
cable long.
41?
said 41. What'd you say?
35.
Very close. She was 32.
Damn,
1-1.
I'm bad at this.
What? It's tied up, right? You got one. I got
I'm
one.
bad at this, though, guessing.
I won last time, though.
We should-
right? That lucky guess. I
What
remember
about
last time.
what about this one? Robert Downey Jr.
54.
Birthday was on the August 4th, by the way.
2 days before mine.
Oh, nice.
54.
How old is he? He's at least. I think he's like 51.
51.
Yeah.
Guys are both really close, but Josh is close. This is 53.
Yeah.
How dare you?
I told you, I knew
That's
it.
pretty close to.
So, I don't know if you... I hope you guys both know we were talking about Adultswim shows earlier. The Eric Andre show. Eric Andre. His birthday was on the 4th as well.
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's good. How old do you think Eric Andre is? That wacky ass dude.
I'm going with 35 again.
32.
32. That was straight on the money, 35.
Yeah, good call.
Instinct, dude. It was like,
call.
you weren't right last time, but this time.
Yeah, you knew it. Good call. You knew to go with it.
And also, he wasn't that old.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure we were those kids growing up when we'd watch our dads watch those crazy, cheesy ass 90s movie
Yeah.
flicks.
Yeah.
Especially with Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
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 How old do you think Steven
Seagal
Seagal is?
Oh, good segue.
Fuck, he's a. Alright, you go first, Josh.
58. 59. 59.
59.
I'm gonna say 63.
63. His birthday was on the 10th, by the way. And it is 66. What was
Good
closer?
call, that old buck.
So that's 3-2.
Yeah.
I got a few more, so you should.
I'll win. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, listeners.
Shh, just let it happen.
Alright. This guy's is pretty up there. His birthday is also on the 10th. Is John Madden.
The football or the
The football guy.
okay, yeah. 75.
I'm gonna say 70.
Josh was closer. He's 85.
Yeah,
Fuck!
I knew to go up more. I knew it.
Yeah,
I was
he's
like,
all
oh,
gray, I know
go for
that.
the money. Go for the sky. The sky's the limit, boy.
Oh shit, 3-3.
Yeah, you're going down.
Let's come back.
So, this one is Emma Watson.
Oh, my
Birthdays.
future wife.
Birthday's on the 15th.
Yeah, 15th of 1980. No, I'm just kidding. No,
1980.
1990, like 3.
Josh is like, I'm
probably.
not giving away the
She's
answer.
probably. When was her birthday? Say it again.
Oh, the 15th of April.
She's in her 20s. She is definitely in her 20s.
Just say your answer. I think my answer is gonna be like. Is she 30? Nah, she's not 30 yet. She's like 27. I'm gonna say 27.
I'm gonna say 29 because she was older than me when Harry Potter came out. I feel like 29.
No.
She can't be younger than us. Maybe she is younger than us.
What is it, man?
You guys will have to do rock, paper, scissors because it's 28.
Tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, tie. It's a tie there. You have to look up one more, Ben.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta look up one more.
Alright, let's think of a celebrity off the top of her head. That.
I'll look it up right now.
Charlie Sheen, how about? No, I can't give the recommendation because what if I subconsciously
I biased,
know it?
yeah, maybe. I was thinking Jim Carrey, and I was like,
Yeah.
he's like, I know his age. He's like 60 almost, maybe.
That guy is
Crazy now.
I mean, I wish he would fucking make more stuff. He's a good actor.
Have you seen his new stuff?
Not the Dark Mind thing that he did now.
Did you see like the one where he's like a guy who made like a little kids show? That one was really bad, dude. Don't
I
watch
haven't
it.
actually, no.
It'll make you sad to grow up in a time when he was good.
You know what makes me sad?
Because it was really bad, dude. It was like, I tried to watch about 3 episodes, and I was like, this is actually really horrible. I'm not going to watch it.
Alright. This one, born on April 4th. David Cross. The comedian.
Oh, nice.
He was the voice actor in GTA San
And fucking
Andreas. He was
not Grounded for Life, but Arrested Development.
yeah, he
Yeah.
was in
He's a comedian. He's a great
Scary Movie
comedian.
2 in the wheelchair.
Oh, the guy with glasses?
I like how you remember that.
Yeah, okay.
He's the
50.
most, yeah.
55.
Okay.
He's Joe Rogan's age. He's gotta be.
I'm gonna say 50.
Josh got it with 55.
No! My streak! My fucking streak!
It's going down, boys.
God damn.
Don't make me a sandwich, bro.
That was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, that was good.
All right. Should we end it here?
Yeah, end this one and then we can do another one.
All right. You guys have a good night. Enjoy yourselves.
Hell yeah.
Morning,
Shnerd
afternoon.
out.
Shnerd.
Shnerdcast episode 69.99.